Na 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 na. Hey YouTube, welcome back to another exciting episode of Vin Plays Fantasy Football. This time, this is not a mock draft, this is the real deal. This is my live draft of my ESPN league here. Let me give you a little tour of, if you've watched some of my previous mock drafts or previous episodes of Vin Plays Fantasy Football, you're probably familiar with this interface. This league is a little bit different in its roster construction, its starter construction. It is more or less one QB, two running back, two wide receivers, tight end, a kicker, and defense. But it's kind of broken up in a strange way. We have a running back wide receiver slot here where you could choose either or to start, and we have a wide receiver and tight end slot here. I already went through the list and queued up my players here. And yeah, so we have about 10 minutes to go until the draft starts. It's a very exciting time. This is Labor Day weekend 2020. Most of my drafts, I believe, I have another draft tomorrow. I have two drafts tomorrow, actually. I have two drafts tomorrow, and I have a super late draft for my work league on Wednesday, I believe, the day before the NFL season starts. So, yeah, again, it looks like we have about 10 minutes to go before we start. I'm going to go ahead and cut to the start of the draft, so... Okay, YouTube, it looks like we're about to start. We have a couple of minutes left. Let's just check to make sure I have everything ready. I do have my rankings here with my tiers. These are more or less the same as what I used in my last mock draft, if you guys have caught that video. But yep, we're all ready. Hopefully my air conditioner isn't too loud, or my mic isn't picking up too much of my air conditioner. For those of you who live outside of California, we are going through a crazy heat wave right now, so the air conditioner is pumped up pretty high right now. Not only a heat wave, but a lot of California is on fire right now as well, including the city just next to my apartment. So the city adjacent to the city that I currently live in. But anywho, TMI. Looks like we're picking 8th. I just did another mock draft earlier today where we picked 8th. So I am anticipating more or less picking up Derrick Henry or Clyde Edwards-helaire. And hopefully, fingers crossed, Josh Jacobs or Nick Chubb will make it back around to us. Again, this is my ESPN league. This is standard scoring, so no points for standard scoring, or I think now people are calling it non-PPR. So this will be, there's no points for any kinds of receptions. This is all going to be points based on yards. So yeah, very old school. This league is super old school. And it is indeed my oldest league. This is the very first league that when I first started playing fantasy football 5 or 6 years ago. This is the very first league that I started with. So we have a lot of old friends here. Okay, about 30 seconds to go. Very exciting. First draft of the season, of the 2020 season. Hopefully we get a full season and it doesn't become some sort of hotbed of plague. So yeah, like baseball has been kind of crazy. I have a couple of friends who play fantasy baseball, and they said it's pretty nuts. So, and it doesn't look like 2, 4, 6, 7. Yeah, he didn't make any alterations to the rules, it seems, or to the roster spots.
Welcome to the best day of the year, draft day.
Man, okay, and then there's the sound effects again for ESPN drafts that we'll have to bear with. But it doesn't look like he made our commissioner in this league made any adjustments for any plague outbreaks. So we'll just have to see what happens with this league. All right, and it looks like right now, of course, Christian McCaffrey is first off the board, and then Saquon right after him. Okay, looks pretty normal right now. Ezekiel Elliott.
Guess
And
they had
Derrick
their eye on
Henry.
him
Okay,
too.
Derrick Henry is taken just next. So right now we are leaning towards either Dalvin Cook or Clyde Edwards-helaire. I'm not sure if it's Helaire or Helaire. I've heard it said both ways. I'm gonna say Helaire right now, just because it's one less syllable that I have to pronounce, and I'm kind of lazy when it comes to all things. Less work that my mouth has to do to say his name. But it looks like Hoopla's, and this is actually the commissioner of this league, Hoopla's, this team that is, and this is us right here, Descenders. It's actually a play on a rock climbing reference for those of you rock climbers out there. Let's see. Oh, we picked up Nick
Guess they
Chubb.
had their eye on him too.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, it wasn't his name yet. Okay. So they picked up Nick Chubb. And Dalvin Cook was taken off next. So it looks like we will be taking Clyde Edwards-helaire. Let's go ahead and take a second. Take a deep breath. This is our first draft pick of the 2020 NFL fantasy football season. We are picking the rookie sensation. Hopefully he pans out for us in this high-powered offense. Kansas City, top-ranked or projected to be top-ranked offense. Let's go, Clyde Edwards-helaire. Okay, now we're hoping. Oh, a couple of people. Wow, a couple of people I guess couldn't make it today. Huh, that's kind of sad. I suppose they'll be auto-drafting. But now we're fingers crossed that Josh Jacobs makes it back to us. I also wouldn't. Let's go ahead and take a peek at our rankings. I don't think I mind Miles Sanders or Aaron or actually, you know, any of these three.
Guess they had their eye on him too.
Josh Jacobs was taken by a fan club there. He really knows what he's doing. The guy who runs fan club. So, or my homie here that runs fan club. But let's see. So our second pick, you know, we could pick up Miles Sanders, Kenyon Drake, or Aaron Jones would be great. If those three are taken off the board, we will probably lean towards a wide receiver. Michael Thomas, no doubt, will be taken soon. Okay, so it looks like Amari is back. I doubt Michael Thomas will make it back down to us. Maybe Devontae Adams or Julio. But right now we're leaning towards either Miles Sanders, Kenyon Drake, or Aaron Jones. And then if those guys are taken off the board, then we'll pick up Michael Thomas or Devontae Adams or Julio Jones. Well, there's only 5 picks in between us, but okay. And I'm getting texts from people in this draft. People are talking smack. Huh. Oh, we'll see about that. Oh, it looks like wow, looks like he's about to auto draft here. Michael Thomas is off the board. See that coming. Okay, so let's see what Amari will do. We are also really high on Chris Carson, but we could wait. We could taking Chris Carson here would be real super early for that, so I would not. He's further down on the board, so I'd chance. I wouldn't use my second pick on him. There's a good chance I think that he could fall to our 3rd pick. Wow, Jonathan Taylor. Jeez, really? Your 1st round pick, Jonathan Taylor. Jeez, man, that's super early. Okay, all right, Amari. I guess you know your whatever podcast you're listening to is different than my podcast. Too. But
guess they had their eye on him
okay, looks
too.
like auto picked was Miles Sanders. Let's see who fan club picks. I have a feeling that he's going to take Julio Jones. Or took Aaron Jones.
Him too.
Oh, wait a minute. No, wait, who? Oh. Okay. So Pew Pews picked up Aaron Jones. That kind of confused me. All right, so Fan Club was not on the board. I have a feeling that he's going to pick up Julio Jones. In which case it looks like we would pick up Kenyon Drake. Right now it would be between Kenyon Drake and Julio Jones. We'll see what happens here. Kenny Golladay is still on the board here. Later, I do like him as a wide receiver. Tyreek Hill, wow, Tyreek Hill. All right, so we have, that was not expected. Okay, so we could pick up Julio here. We do have the chance for Kenyon Drake. Let's take a peek at our rankings here. Julio is within our very, very top tier. Kenyon Drake, man, but I really don't like the way running backs thin out towards the later mid rounds, I should say. Oh man, but Kenyon Drake does have that injury concern. If we do pick up Kenyon Drake, I'll probably be gunning to pick up his backup running back. Gosh, starts with an E. I forget his name now. I'm getting a total brain. Chase Edmonds later in the draft. So, oh man. Okay, let us pick up Kenyon Drake. We'll grab him. It's hard to pass up Julio, but yeah. But Kenyon Drake starting out our draft with two stud running backs, particularly with in standard league scoring. That is, yeah, because right now
guess they have their eye on him
with standing league scoring, running backs are so much more valuable than wide receivers. So yeah, just keep trying to talk myself into these two picks, but you know, following the philosophy of running backs first, I think this is a solid start so far. And then we're gonna hope now that, well, I seriously doubt Julio makes it back down to us, but maybe Kenny Golladay. We could pick up DJ Moore would be a solid pick.
Have their eye
there
on
goes
him too.
Julio. Would be DJ Moore would be a solid pick. I anticipate he'll be very steady. We could go for the dynamite here with Amari Cooper. Very, very volatile player throughout his entire career.
Guess they have their eye on him
but,
too.
But he could win you a week and he could lose you a week. So the hope would be that he would win you more weeks than he would lose you. Although for the first half of last year, the first 8 games before he got injured, he was super good. I think he was a top 3 or a top 5 wide receiver during that stretch before he got hurt. Whew, okay. So there's still a lot to go here, a lot of time. We have a very generous time amount at 90 seconds here, so about a minute and a half. Let's see who is up right now. So on the clock right now is gosh, what's his name? I'm trying not to use real names here because I don't want to help you. But Tuscan City Raiders, I believe, is what his full name is. This team's full name is. We will see who he picks. Adam Thielen also here wouldn't be that bad. Let's look at our rankings real quick. Adam Thielen is the number 1 on his squad, so Adam Thielen should be pretty solid. Yeah, he's right here in this tier over here. Although, you know, this tier right here, we could probably pick up like Robert Woods, Cooper Kupp, DJ Chark. In the ESPN format, the DJ Chark is far down.
They have their eye on him too.
Their ADP, far down on their not average draft position, on their rankings. The ESPN rankings, DJ Chark is really undervalued, so we could probably wait on DJ Chark. If we wanted to, we could even go for
they have their eye on him too.
A running back here and pick up our guy Chris Carson if we really wanted to. But then we'd be sacrificing we would be sacrificing a little bit on the wide receiver end. For our third pick, we could also pick up a quarterback. I know a lot of people are picking up quarterback, or the top 2 quarterbacks here, Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes. with their third round pick or at the end of the second, which I would not blame anybody for. But as far as me, you know, I like to choose.
Guess they had their eye on him
Ooh,
too.
man, okay. So who do we want to grab here? Kenny Galladay is the guy that I would really want here. Kenny Galladay here, and then if we could pick up Chris Carson on the way back, that would be great. Although, you know, Chris Carson does have that injury risk as well, but there is more or less no competition for him. I believe Carlos Hyde was signed, but he is the pure backup. Rashad Penny is starting the season on the pup, so he will not
Guess
be
they had their eye on him too.
competing for. Okay, it looks like Lamar Jackson was taken.
Guess they
Ooh,
had
and
their eye on
Amari
him
Cooper
too.
was taken. Okay, let's go. Let's see what happens here. We want Kenny Galladay. If not Kenny Galladay, we will pick up AJ Brown. If not AJ Brown, we will probably just skip wide receivers and just go straight to Chris Carson, because I think that exhausts that tier. Actually, let's go ahead and take a look. So yeah, if AJ Brown and Chris Godwin are gone, that tier is over, and we could probably wait for our fourth round pick in order to start with a wide receiver. That is actually, you know, this is actually a good spot for Lamar Jackson. Getting him towards the end or the middle or the end of the third, Lamar Jackson is by and large, well, maybe not by and large, but with Patrick Mahomes are the clear-cut favorites to be the best in the
Guess
league.
they had their eye on him too.
They took Chris Carson. Oh, that makes me sad. And my favorite rookie has been taken already too, with Jonathan Taylor. So let's go ahead and grab our guy here, Kenny Galladay, and then Kenny Galladay. He is kind of up and downy, not as much as Amari Cooper. He is kind of up and downy though. We probably want a steady Eddie behind him. Robert Woods would be good there. Oh man, we do have Le'Veon here too as well. Let's go ahead and grab Kenny Galladay. Whew. But yeah, Kenny Galladay, that's a good pick though. For our number one
Guess they had
receiver,
their eye on
that is a
him
good
too.
pick. And you know, he's right there at number 5 for us. So man, with our next pick, I really want a running back here but I don't like David Johnson all that much. I really think that he's injury prone. Where's David Johnson? David Johnson, he's the last guy in this tier. No, I think Mark Ingram is a little bit further down as well. We could swing for the fences and grab Cam Akers here as well. Okay, Le'Veon is taken off the table. I was kind of leaning towards him. We could grab Cam Akers and hope for the best in that backfield. Who else could we grab here? We could grab Cam Akers. Let's see. Robert Woods. We could grab another receiver. I think DJ Chark is still all the way down there. Cam Akers does have high upside. AJ Brown is still on the board as well, and he is in that top tier as well. Man, this is rough. And then Mark Ingram, I think, is further down here. He may fall back down to us though. David Johnson's taken off the board. Okay, now now I'm leaning towards AJ Brown, either AJ Brown or AJ Brown, or we will take Cam Akers here. Man, this is a tough decision. Indeed, a tough decision. What running backs do we have available right now? We are on the clock. David Montgomery is still here, but I don't want to take him here. Man. Antonio Gibson is higher up on our board as well. You know, let's go ahead and take. Jeez, this is rough. Let's take AJ Brown. Hopefully he'll make it, or he'll be healthy for game 1. But you know, according to our rankings, he is right up there with our rankings. AJ Brown is right here, so we have 2 of our second tier wide receivers. We are pretty much stacked here at wide receivers. I'm going to lean on running back. I'm going to try to lean on running back for our next few picks. Our next pick, I would really like it if Antonio Gibson or Mike Ingram fall down to us. Yeah, Zach Moss I do like as well.
Guess they have their eye on him too.
Jordan Howard, man. Seriously, you know what? If ESPN has a suggestion box or a suggestion email, you know what? If anybody else who's watching this and who is just as annoyed with that announcer as I am, let's go ahead and let's send them a tweet or send them an email or something telling them that they really need to turn that off next year, because whoever's doing those little voiceovers, it is annoying AF. You know, do you guys feel me? It is annoying AF for me. So hopefully next year they pull back from that and they just do standard sound effects. Standard sound effects would be nice. Little beeps and boops would be nice. Or at least mix it up, you know. It's not have the exact same line come out. Like, have them say a few different lines maybe.
Guess they had their eye on him too.
There goes Zach Ertz. You know, through most of my wow, Zach Ertz before Mark Andrews, that's pretty crazy. But wow, yeah, my friends are just surprising me out here. But oh, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, that Zach Ertz pick really threw me for a loop. But yeah, hopefully for our next pick, we could grab another running back. David Montgomery, I wouldn't mind grabbing, although, you know, I expect him to be out for at least the first game of the season, maybe for the first 2. I'd expect him back maybe game 3 or 4 within the month, definitely. But I don't like him as my 3rd running back. I'd prefer him as my 4th running back. I guess there's an outside shot that Cam Akers will make it back to us, particularly since it seems like nobody's auto drafting anymore. I'm not sure how high he is with a lot of people. I would take the shot on Cam Akers here because I am towards the end of the turn, so I think I have only like 4 or 5 picks before my next pick. So I would grab Cam Akers here, and then I would want to grab Mark Ingram. Okay, there's Antonio Gibson. Where's Mark Ingram? Did somebody grab Mark Ingram? Which bastard grabbed Mark Ingram? Okay, no. So Mark Ingram's still there. Or you know what? If Cam Akers is gone, I wouldn't mind actually grabbing Darius Geis as well.
Guess
Darius
they had their eye on him too.
So Darius Geis, what a man! I'm tripping here. Antonio Gibson, and then Mark Ingram, who is just taken by Sour Patch Ash. You bastard, Sour Patch Ash. Oh man, my well-laid plans are falling by the wayside. So I wanted Mark Ingram not for the floor, because Mark Ingram isn't a high upside guy. He's more of a floor guy. You know that they're part of the Baltimore Ravens are already formed team. There's no new pieces there, so you know that everybody knows what they're doing and how they're gonna get things done. So Mark Ingram would have been a floor pick right there. So right now for our next pick, what the hell? Let's go for it. For our next pick, we'll either pick Cam Akers or Antonio Gibson. Let's look at our rankings. I think in our rankings we have Antonio Gibson higher. Yeah, Antonio Gibson is here. We could grab Antonio Gibson and then maybe grab Jeez, maybe grab. Oh wow, DJ Chark is still here too, and Robert Woods. Holy cow! Holy for holies. Okay, so so DJ Chark is right in the middle here. Oh man, so Robert Woods and DJ Chark are here, but I really want to lean on running back, man. But the value of DJ Chark and Robert Woods right here. Okay, let's get one of each. All right, for my next pick, hopefully we could pick up Antonio Gibson or Cam Akers. I prefer Antonio Gibson based on our rankings here, so let's go ahead and grab Antonio Gibson. We'll lean towards Antonio Gibson, and then on the turnaround, we could see if we could grab either Robert Woods or DJ Chark. And it looks like Mark Andrews has finally been taken off the board. Yeah, let's see. Deshaun Watson has also been taken. Let's take a peek at what quarterbacks we have. We still have Kyler Murray, who are high on, and Dak Prescott, who are high on. I do like Russell Wilson. I've had him in a few of my leagues over the years, and just watching him play too. Watching Russell Wilson play, Russell Wilson is a great quarterback.
Guess they had their eye on him
it looks like Robert Woods has been taken off the board. Yeah, we're going to. If he comes down to us, we are going to grab the new hotness in Antonio Gibson. And then DJ Chark after that. And if for whatever reason DJ Chark is off the board, we will probably grab David Montgomery. And David Montgomery again is like Mark Ingram, would be a floor play there. So when he finally comes back, there is no real competition on his team.
Guess they have their eye on him too.
He's the only guy. Would be the main guy getting the touches on his team once he comes back healthy. Okay, so want to talk about it is Taco about it, I should say, is on the board right now. Let's see who he picks. Do not pick my guys, please. Do not pick my guys, please. yeah, there's a lot more time, and rightfully so, because this is a real draft compared to mock drafts. There's a lot more time to wait in between your picks than in mock drafts. So yeah. Ooh, hopefully he doesn't. I was higher on DeAndre Swift, but he did get hurt, and not only that, but they just signed Adrian Peterson, so that backfield is a cluster F. Is a big fat wow. AJ Green this early, okay. I want to talk about it. He's really high on some of these players. AJ Green, if AJ Green comes back healthy, AJ Green is going to be off the hook. He is going. Anytime he's on the field, he is great. But there is a big injury risk with him, and he did get hurt earlier in training camp as well. Although I think I don't think he's back to full practice, but he is back to doing stuff, like practicing. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, Antonio Gibson is still here. We have one bullet to dodge here. We are Neo in the Matrix. We are in a big black coat, a big black long coat. We are dodging bullets. We are doing little whooshy whoosh 360 camera moves. I do not know what I'm talking about anymore. Come on, Hooplas, make your pick, sir. We are, just to reiterate, okay, he picked up Terry McLaurin. So let's go ahead and grab our guy here, who I can't find. Where is he? God damn it. Alright, let's see. Let's go ahead and pick our guy here. Where'd he go? Antonio Gibson. Yes, sir, I am taking you. The new hotness, Antonio Gibson. You are on our squad now. Let's go ahead and do... And Cam Akers is taken right after him. Okay. So let's go ahead and do a quick review of our team so far.
They have their eye on him too.
We have Claire. Oh, actually, our pick is coming up soon because Amari. I think Amari, he is having some connection issues. He's normally on the ball. Same thing with. I think some of these guys might be having some technical issues. It is very rare that my friends in this league auto drafts, so I think something might be going on with them right now. But as of our next pick, we will be leaning towards DJ Chark here. Hopefully DJ Chark makes it back to us. So let's go. Come on. Fan Club did pick up Cam Akers, so he is grabbing some of the new hotness as well. Is there a way you could see other people's teams here? Let's take a look. Let's take a look at Fan Club's team. So Mixon, Gurley, Tyreek Hill, and Adam Thielen. That's a solid wide receiver core right there. And Cam Akers. Cam Akers on the bench. Okay. Interesting. I'm not a big fan of his running backs though. Joe Mixon should be really good this year. I just don't like what he does off the field. There's some off the field stuff that has gone on with him in the past that I am not a big fan of. Where's my team? Descenders. There we go. Cam Akers as your third running back. That's perfectly fine. You're doing a shot in the dark. Darrell Henderson is injured right now, and there is a good chance that he misses game 1. So it just gives Cam Akers more opportunities to solidify himself as the number 1 in that backfield.
Guess they had their eye on
Darren
him
Waller
too.
and Dak Prescott has been taken off the board. Evan Ingram, wow, that was kind of early for Evan Ingram, but let's take a peek. Okay, there's still a ton of we have been late round tight end guys anyways. Alright, and Fan Club has picked Devin Singletary, which leaves us open to either pick DJ Chark or David Montgomery. For just to do our due diligence, let's look at our rankings. DJ Chark we have ranked at number 14, wide receiver 14 on our list, and David Montgomery we have as running back 24. The thing is though, well, both of them are the only ones left in their tier. But you know what, running backs dry up super fast after this pick. Although there is still Zach Moss. Jordan Howard is another floor pick here. Oh man, who do we grab? You know, let's go for balance. Let's pick up DJ Chark. Whew. Because David Montgomery is going to be out maybe 1 or 2 games at the very least, and with his injury, I believe it is.
They had their eye on him too.
Oh man, that voice is very much getting on my nerves. But I believe he had a hamstring injury, so the recurrence of let's double check real quick. Flex option. Okay, we don't want that. We want. Alright, they don't give any news here? Just outbreak?
Guess they had their eye on him too.
Well, anyways, I believe it's a hamstring injury, and the chance of re-injury is still a possibility for him as well. So I'm just trying to talk myself into believing that I made a good pick there, even though it's kind of a coin flip in my mind.
On him too.
Okay, and it looks like Gotham City Sirens has picked up David Montgomery. He is gone now. He is in the wins. So let's look forward to our next pick. If we were going to pick a running back, Kareem Hunt. Well, Kareem Hunt is on the board. A lot of people are high on Kareem Hunt, but I just, again, with off the field issues. And you know, I do like trying to win and doing my best to win with fantasy football, but they're just guys that I have problems rooting for, and I just don't want to see do well just because I don't like what they do off the field. And Kareem Hunt, the way that he left Kansas City, and yeah, so his off the field shenanigans have just really turned me off to Kareem Hunt. So I really avoid drafting him even for value. I can't see myself grabbing Kareem Hunt. We have some good wide receivers on the board here. Michael Gallup should be pretty good in that high-powered Dallas offense. Stephon Diggs, he probably won't be as good as last year, but he will be the number 1 on that Buffalo squad. So let's take a look to where Stephon Diggs is. All right, so he's with Marquise Brown here. But Marquise Brown is a breakout candidate as well, and he was hurt for most of last year. and he is reported to be 100% healthy this year. So he could easily become like Lamar Jackson's well, maybe not top target, because Mark Andrews is probably going to be Lamar Jackson's top target, but maybe his second target in that offense, which should be valuable. Everybody, most analysts anyway that I've seen on Twitter and other podcasts have labeled him as a kind of breakout player. So he has an opportunity to have a really great season this year. As far as running backs go, though, we probably want to grab somebody for floor. The only floor guy left here is Jordan Howard. How far down the list is he? I'm pretty sure that most people would be turned off to Jordan Howard. Oh yeah, somebody picked up Kerryon Johnson. That backfield is a mess. I would really not want to
Guess
grab
they had their eye on him
from
too.
that backfield. Geez, man, but Jordan Howard is such an unsexy pick as well. It's not a sexy pick. He is. But we do have, who do we have? Okay, Jordan Howard is part of this tier right here. Leonard Fournette and Ronald Jones, wow, back to back in our tiers. I want to avoid that backfield too. That backfield is a total mess. I was drinking the Ronald Jones Kool-Aid earlier in the preseason, I should say.
Guess they had their eye on him too.
Yeah, once they got Leonard Fournette, man, and it's such a bait and switch too, because Bruce Arians, the coach of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, he was talking up Ronald Jones so hard during this offseason, and then they go out and they pick up Peyton Barber, or not Peyton Barber. Who do they pick up? They picked up a guy before Leonard Fournette, and then they pick up Fournette, which is, that's your actions speak louder than words, sir, is what I have to say to him. Okay, so it looks like Leonard Fournette, speak of the devil, has been picked up off the board. I would actually lean towards Zach Moss if we are going to grab a running back here, just because of how well he's performed in camp. They say that he could catch passes as well. Sorry, my dyslexia is starting to come out a little bit. But we do have some solid wide receivers here. Stephon Diggs and Marquise Brown are back-to-back in our rankings.
Guess they had their eye on him too.
Who did they pick up here? Okay, Jordan Howard. Oh, our floor guy has just been taken. Okay, now, you know what? There are very few running backs here that we feel comfortable with. We are going to go ahead and grab Zach Moss, because Zach Moss has, he doesn't have the highest upside right now because Devin Singletary is on that squad, but Zach Moss has standalone value. He will more than likely, there's a big possibility that he will be the goal line back for that team. So, when Josh Allen doesn't run in himself, but a lot of reports report that he is more of a 3-down back than Devin Singletary. So if at the very least he will be the first and second down back.
Guess they had their eye on him too.
So right now it would be between Marquise Brown and Zach Moss. Let's see who Hoopla's, our fearless commissioner here, our fearless leader, takes. Will Fuller is also, a stick of dynamite as well. High upside, but you just don't know if he could hold it together, if he could stay healthy. Ooh, this is exciting now. Okay, our pick is next. Brandon Cooks too has the opportunity to be the number one on that squad as well, particularly if Fuller goes down with injury. Although Brandon Cooks has an injury history himself, albeit not seemingly as fragile as Will Fuller. So yeah, right now I'm going to grab Zach Moss. Knock on wood that Hooplas doesn't do something crazy and snipe me on him. But yeah, I'm leaning towards Zach Moss here, and then hopefully Marquise Brown will make it back down to us. And Emmanuel Sanders. Ooh, okay, that's kind of a reach there. But Actually, is this a reach as well? Where's Zach Moss? Okay, I'm tripping balls here. Okay, yeah, Zach Moss is right there, the third one down, but is he just not here? Okay, there he is. Alright, we're drafting Zach Moss here as our third. Yeah, as our third, or no, fourth, I should say. As our fourth running back. Let's see who fan club picks. Hopefully not Marquise Brown. Hopefully we could dodge some bullets here and we could get Marquise Brown back. Marquise Brown makes it back to us. Alright, he's going for high upside. Fan club grabbed Will Fuller. You know, let's go ahead and take a peek at some of our other guys here. Let's go ahead and take a peek at our commissioner's team. So he has, you know, he grabbed Patrick Mahomes. That is not unsurprising. He is a very much a top tier quarterback type guy. He almost always grabs a top tier quarterback every single year that we play.
Guess they had their eye on him too.
There's another reliable wide receiver that we did like. He has Dalvin Cook though, James Conner, Devontae Parker, Taylor McLaurin. Wow, Emmanuel Sanders as your number 3 though. That's kind of Travis Kelce though. Jeez, Mahomes and Kelce. He has the Mahomes and Kelce stack. That is pretty wild. I have not seen that. I don't think I've seen that once in any of my mock drafts. But let's see here. Okay, if we don't get Marquise Brown, we could go for Steady Eddies here. We could go for Julian Edelman. Let's go ahead and take a peek at our rankings. Julian Edelman is here. Although, you know, we could pick up Jamison Crowder further down. Did somebody pick up Debo? I do like Debo Samuel. Yeah, I think Debo was probably taken off the board. I probably missed that. Let's go ahead and do a search real quick. Where's my keyboard? Debo Samuel. Yeah, he was drafted already, so no Debo Samuel. He might actually I've read reports that he might make it back for game 1, so that is a pretty quick turnaround considering how badly he was injured during the preseason.
Guess they had their eye on him too.
Marquise Brown has been taken off. All right, this is crunch time now. Let's take a peek at our quarterbacks. There's still a ton that we would like. How about our tight ends here? There's still a ton that we would like. Let's take a peek at our rankings. Where is Ronald Jones here? Maybe we could pick up Ronald Jones. We might get a couple of games out of him before things go stupid crazy. How about wide receivers? How are we on wide receivers? We have Julian Edelman. We do have Jamison Crowder. Jamison Crowder is a steady Eddie here. Our wide receivers are going to be kind of up and down. And we do have DJ Chark. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab a steady Eddie here. Let's take a peek at who is higher. So we have Jamison Crowder just slightly higher than Julian Edelman. Let's take a peek at running backs here. We did pick up Zach Moss and a little bit early according to our rankings here. Philip Lindsay is still on the board as well, I believe. Let's go ahead. We're picking up Crowder. Let's go and pick up Crowder. Let's follow. You know, man, whew, yeah, it's so much more stressful during real drafts than it is during mock drafts. But you know, let's stick to our guns here. Let's stick to our rankings, and let's go ahead and grab Jamison Crowder. He is higher on our rankings than Julian Edelman, and by and large, yeah, most of our guys think that he is a safer bet than.
Guess they had their eye on him too.
Josh Allen has been taken off the board. We do like him because he runs, but you know what? I'm perfectly fine with picking up Carson Wentz, Drew Brees, Matt Ryan. Drew Brees might have a great season this year because this might be his last season. So there has been narratives stating that New Orleans might allow him to chase some records too, since it is purported to be his last season, or it is rumored to be his last season. And of course, Aaron Rodgers is still here. Aaron Rodgers is my favorite player of all time. Aaron Rodgers is the GOAT. he is just as good as he's always been, in my estimation. He just has nobody to throw to, and the team philosophy has moved away from being quarterback heavy. So, oh man, okay, so we're going to have to wait a while before our next pick. As far as running backs are concerned, yeah, we could take some of these lottery tickets, like Latavius Murray. We could take Alexander Madison. We do want to take our handcuff here. Where is our handcuff? Chase Edmonds, our big handcuff here. We want to take him because Kenyon Drake is a question mark whether or not he could hold up for the season, and he was in a walking boot earlier this preseason. So that is, although it's not definitively a bad awful sign, it is definitely not a good sign when you see your players walking around in a walking boot. All right, Zach Moss. We have Zach Moss. We have some high upside guys here. Antonio Gibson, Zach Moss. There are some big question marks here, but they have the opportunity to really make some noise this year. Okay, it looks like Tariq Cohen was taken. I don't mind Tariq Cohen, but since this is, I prefer to pick him up in PPR leagues, either half or full. Like in full PPR, he's definitely an option. He will be catching a bunch of passes, particularly early on with David Montgomery injured for at least the first few games of the season. First couple of games of the season, I'm anticipating anyways. Okay, Julian Edelman is still on the board here. He might make it back to us. I'm not sure how high these guys are on. Julian Edelman.
Guess they had their eye on him too.
Their kicker already. Let's take a peek. Where do we have Matt Ryan? I wouldn't mind Matt Ryan, but
guess they had their eye on him too.
Okay, Matt Ryan's past Aaron Rodgers here. That's pretty crazy. So Carson Wentz or Matthew Stafford, Cam Newton as well is on our board. Yeah, Cam Newton is the number 11. The only thing with Cam Newton is whether or not he is 100% healthy, and whether or not he could stay healthy for the season. Drew Brees is still on the board though, and Drew Brees is high up on our list as well. See, Drew Brees is part of this third tier here. Yes, Andy, Jason, and Mike have 768. Okay, Stafford. Huh. We might just grab Drew Brees here because it's still a little while before. I don't think anyone's going to be picking up. I really don't think anyone. Well, okay, let's look at it. I really don't think anybody's going to pick up our, knock on wood, pick up our handcuff and Chase Edmonds anytime soon. Okay, this is quite the dilemma here, but we still have 5 picks, so we're not exactly sure. Julian Edelman is still here. I'm not sure that we need any more wide receivers because we do have 4, so we have 4 that should be pretty solid. And the way that I'm seeing things now, I'm not even sure that we'll be starting DJ Chark. We might be starting Antonio Gibson instead of DJ Chark, so I'm not sure that we need any more wide receivers. We might, if we don't let's take a peek at okay, now it looks like we'll probably be taking 2 tight ends. We'll take shots at these upside these late round upside tight ends, so we will probably be taking a shot at 2 of them. I do like Mike Gesicki.
Guess they had their eye on
him
too.
I like Blake Jarwin. I do like TJ Hawkinson, so we'll see. Noah Fant. I do like Noah Fant as well.
Guess they had their eye on him too.
Okay, Julian Edelman has been taken off the board here. Yeah, you know what? I might just grab Drew Brees here. Although, Aaron Rodgers, it'd be really hard to pass up on Aaron Rodgers. He is my guy. Although he's hard to trust.
Guess they had their eye on him too.
This is tough here. Okay, and
Guess
somebody.
they had their eye on him too.
Okay, so Hooplas did pick up Aaron Rodgers. I told you he's very quarterback heavy because Tacoma Hooplas is the guy that picked up Patrick Mahomes. So there is absolutely no need for him to pick up Aaron Rodgers here. But you know, that makes our decision easy for us. Let's go ahead and let's grab Drew Brees here. I will grab the old hotness, Mr. New Orleans himself, Drew Brees. His New Orleans offense is purported to be, you know, a top 3 offense again this year. I'd put them right behind Kansas City and Baltimore. So Kansas City, Baltimore, and well, you know, it's probably a coin flip between them and Baltimore as far as offense is concerned.
Guess they had their eye on
So
him too.
you know, Hunter Henry is a great pick here because Hunter Henry, with Mike Williams out,
Guess they had their eye on him
Hunter
too.
Henry will see more targets to start the season before Mike Williams comes back. I'm not going to take any chances here though. Once it comes back to this next pick, I'm going to grab my handcuff in Chase Edmonds. Although I'm very likely could wait for him to come back around to me as well. Let's take a peek at what tight ends we have available here. So Hayden Hurst is also on the board. Let's take a peek at our rankings. Hayden Hurst. Man, Hayden Hurst is really down on our rankings here. Mike Gesicki. We do like Mike Gesicki. Could take a shot at Deshaun Jackson as well. Hayden Hurst, TJ Hawkinson is here. Matthew Stafford is still here. Oh, that's pretty crazy. I'm not sure that I need to take a second quarterback though. There'll probably be a lot of quarterbacks left on the board. Marlon Mack is here. He's I think he was reported to be the starter for at least the start of the season.
Guess they had their eye on him too.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna overthink this. I'm gonna grab my guy here. I'm gonna grab my handcuff. I'm gonna grab Chase Edmonds. Yeah, there's no reason for Fan Club to grab Chase Edmonds. Let's go ahead and grab Chase Edmonds. This is going to be a very quick pick here. Okay, let's go take a peek at our team. We have quarterback Drew Brees, our running backs Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Kenyon Drake, Antonio Gibson's and Zach Moss, and Chase Edmonds, with our wide receivers AJ Brown, Kenny Golladay, DJ Chark, and Jamison Crowder. Now we still need tight ends. We still need a tight end. We will probably pick up 2. So I could wait until my last 2 picks to pick up those guys, to tell the truth. So let's see, who do we like? I do like the opportunity that Hayden Hurst has. The only thing is he hasn't shown. See, the difference between Hayden Hurst to me, despite my rankings or the fantasy football ranking or footballers rankings here, is that Hayden Hurst hasn't shown it, but Mike Gesicki has shown it last year. The last half of last year, he was basically a tight end
Guess
stud.
they had their eye on him too.
Last year, he did so well at the end of last year. TJ Hawkinson, I do like, and I like his role on that squad. And one of my favorite podcasters, Jake Seeley, has also talked up TJ Hawkinson. But and I feel like he owes me because I was one of those guys last year. I don't know if you played fantasy football last year. TJ Hawkinson was the hotness after game 1 of last year. And I ended up blowing all my fab on him for him to just suck for the rest of the season before eventually getting hurt. So let's go ahead and check out what other options do we have as far as upside guys here. We still have Alexander Madison on the board. It looks like did somebody grab Latavius Murray? Yeah, it looks like somebody grabbed Latavius Murray. It would be smart for whoever drafted Alvin Kamara to Latavius Murray was drafted a little while ago actually, before I picked up Drew Brees. let's go ahead and take a peek at fan club here. I'm taking a peek at these two teams because perennially, year on year out, these two teams are the teams that I compete with the most as far as winning this league. So, all right, so Joe Mixon, Todd Gurley, Adam Thielen, Tyreek Hill, Will Fuller, Hunter Henry. That is actually a great pickup here with Hunter Henry, especially this far out. That was a good pick. Deontay Johnson, okay. Devin Singletary, Cam Akers, and John Brown. He is doing the late round quarterback strategy as well. There's still a lot of quarterbacks out here too. Matthew Stafford is still here. Cam Newton, Ben Roethlisberger, Jared Goff. Yeah, these guys. Well, Cam Newton isn't part of a high-powered offense, but Matthew Stafford was excellent last year before he got hurt. Ben Roethlisberger, if he is in fact healthy, he has weapons on that team. He will do great as long as he's healthy. Big question mark, and Jared Goff, Sean McVay, that offense. I have been watching Hard Knocks. They do look good to me, anyways. But so for our next pick, we could pick up. Oh, it looks like Alexander Madison has been taken off the board as well. We could pick up. We could pick up Sony Michel here. Sony Michel does not have upside, but we don't really need the upside. We could, if we wanted upside, we could pick up Damian Harris because he is hurt right now, but when he comes back, there's a good chance that he will be the starter of that team. Tony Pollard is here too as well, but Ezekiel Elliott has been basically an Iron Man for his entire career. The only time he's really missed time was when he was suspended, and not only that, but he already caught so he already has, or I'm probably gonna have to edit that out, but he's already caught the plague, just because apparently the YouTube algorithm doesn't like that word. So he's already caught the plague, so he has antibodies. So I really doubt that, like, out of all the handcuffs, it seems like Ezekiel Elliott,
guess they had their eye on him too,
is the least needed to be handcuffed. So right now, Sony Michel or Damian Harris, I probably won't be starting Sony Michel because Antonio Gibson and Zach Moss have standalone value here. This is rough. Yeah, we might just grab our tight end here. Darrell Henderson is there. Matthew Stafford, T.J. Hawkinson. Yeah, what late round? Is there anybody with upside here? Naeem Hines. He's a pass catcher though. He doesn't really. A.J. Dillon. We could take Bryce Love.
Guess they had their eye on him too.
So somebody grabbed Sony Michel before us. Okay. Well, that takes that decision out of our hands here. Anthony McFarland Jr. is interesting because he has a good scouting report. But although I think Benny Snell has been named the main backup for James Conner, and Benny Snell has looked good as far as the reports that I've seen, anyways. Let's go ahead and fill up our tight end spot, at least to begin with. Let's grab Mike Gesicki. He is the highest one left on our board as far as tight ends are concerned. Yeah, Mike Gesicki up here. I think Noah Fant has already been taken. T.J. Hawkinson is more of a shot in the dark. But you know what? If we could end up the draft with Mike Gesicki and T.J. Hawkinson, or Mike Gesicki and Jonnu Smith, or Mike Gesicki and Blake Jarwin, any of these two combinations would be fine for me. And it'll give us two shots in order. And there goes T.J. Hawkinson. Okay, never mind. So T.J. Hawkinson is off the board. So yeah, let's go ahead and grab Mike Gesicki. Let's grab Mike Gesicki. Come on. Hopefully, fingers crossed that we will be able to grab Mike Gesicki. Let's go ahead and take a peek at Hoopla's team. Oh, he has Travis Kelce. Unless he goes crazy and grabs two tight ends here as well. Let's Mike Gesicki. Oh, looks like Amari has. Okay, they didn't make it back. That's kind of sad. That Amari and show me your TDs. Har har har. Are still offline here. We could pick up Damian Harris and just see what just to see what happens. Although he's going to be out for a while. Second season. Okay, you know what? I want news, not.
I believe Stefania.
Okay, no, stop that. Sorry about that. I accidentally had a little hiccup in my recording. Oh, so we are on the clock now. Okay, the Ravens, we're taking off the board. There was an errant click on my recording, so kind of paused the recording. But let's go ahead and draft the guy that we were talking about. Let's draft Mike Gesicki here. And we're going to be taking shots in the dark here. We do have 3 bench spots to take.
Guess they had their eye on him too.
Okay, and it looks like Fan Club did end up picking up Matthew Stafford. So we could take a shot in the dark with N'Keal Harry. We could take a shot in the dark with Damian Harris. Tony Pollard is a lottery ticket that we could take. Devin Ozigbo is probably going to be the starter there in Jacksonville, just because Raquel Armstead is injured right now. We could take could take Cam as well, actually, just in case Drew Brees gets hurt or Cam just does really well, because he is pretty high up in our rankings as well. I think he's ranked he's the 12th quarterback on our squad or on our rankings right now. Let's take a look at running backs here. Is there any high upside running backs that? Okay, Chase Edmonds still there. Benny Snell. Yeah, Damian Harris. Okay,
they had their eye on him too.
Off the board, so there goes that guy. This is quite the predicament. Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's grab some more running back depth here. Running back lottery tickets, so to speak. Here, we could grab Damian Harris. Looks like Cam Nathan has been taken. There goes that idea as well. Okay, somebody picked up.
They had their eye on him too.
Someone picked up their kicker. Will Lutz is a great kicker, though. Man, yeah. Reliable kicker, high-powered New Orleans offense. Yeah, I'm leaning towards Damian Harris. Let's go ahead and grab Damian Harris. Hopefully he's not out for very long. Let me check Roto World real quick to see what the news is on him. Damian Harris. Chris Herndon has been taken off the board. Okay, he had surgery on his pinky. Lamar Miller. Okay, never mind. Not Lamar Miller. Okay, he'll miss a few weeks. Probably 2. Let's go ahead and grab Damian Harris. Whew. Not the pick I'm most proud of, but yeah, we'll pick up Damian Harris. We could pick up. Where'd he go? Did somebody pick him up already? Did somebody pick up? Let's take a peek at our. Okay, we do like the Colts too, actually. Oh, and the Steelers are still on the board as well. They are probably going to be the best defense in football, really. If not the top defense, the top 1 or 2 defenses. But I like the Colts matchup for game 1. I forget who they play now, but I remember I really like their matchup. I really like the Chargers matchup, and I like the Eagles matchup as well for the first game. I mostly stream my defenses, so it's very rare that I have a defense for the entire season. The same defense, that is, for the entire season. And we could still take a shot in the dark with N'Keal Harry. Lazard, yeah, we do like Alan Lazard as well. Oh, John O. Smith is
Guess
taken.
they have their eye on him too.
So a second tight end, if we were going to grab a second tight end, you know, Blake Jarwin. You know, Blake Jarwin's the only one left. Holy crap.
Guess they have
Yeah,
their eye
let's
on
go ahead
him
and
too.
grab Blake Jarwin. Because TJ Hawkinson is gone. Eric Ebron might do something. Is he hurt now too? Why is there a question next to his name? If he's hurt, then yeah, no, we do not want to take him. But yeah, let's go ahead and we'll take Blake Jarwin here. You know, we don't want to mess around. That's the only other tight end, the high upside tight end that we like. So, oh, we still have a long way to go too. Okay, we have a ton left to go. Ooh, don't pick the guys I want, please. No, 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 don't pick the guys that I want. Whew. Yeah, this draft is already going a little bit more than an hour, so. Okay, Sirens picked up Anthony Miller. Daniel Jones is off the board. What other quarterbacks do we have here? Ben Roethlisberger is still here. Zowie. Okay. Let's take a little peek at our rankings real quick. Where is Ben Roethlisberger? Number 17. Okay. And then Jared Goff at number 20. We could pick up Ben, see how good he is going to be. Although, you know, with Drew Brees, I really don't believe that we will need another quarterback. But, you know, if we do hit another quarterback, if Ben comes back to form and he becomes like a top 5, you know, top 5 quarterback, yeah, it's like he'd at the very least be a trade chip, so we could throw him in trades with whoever just happens to have an awful quarterback. Like I think Fan Club grabbed Matthew Stafford. Let's take a look at Dak Prescott. He probably won't need. Oh, and Show Me Your TD still hasn't picked up a quarterback. Russell Wilson, that's a really good quarterback. Okay, we know who their quarterbacks are. Josh Allen for Riverside. Anaheim Villains is Kyler Murray. That's a good quarterback. Lamar Jackson. Matt Ryan. Tom Brady. You know, the quarterback class is super deep this year. Oh my goodness, there's just tons of quarterbacks. Actually, I renege on that now. Everybody has quality quarterbacks. As far as trades are concerned, no one's skirt is going to be blown up by a la, you know, Marilyn Monroe by a quarterback trade, a good quarterback, or like, you know, a top 5 or a top 10 quarterback in a trade. So let's see what else we could fill. Look, wow, somebody took Baker Mayfield. I guess, you know, he does have the opportunity. There are a lot of weapons. Odell Beckham is back, and he's reported to be healthy this year, unlike last year where he was reported to be not healthy. Jarvis Landry's on the squad. They picked up Austin Hooper. They still have David Njoku, Kareem Hunt, Nick Chubb. That offense, and you know, the new coach, the new coach. I forget his name now. He was the offensive coordinator for Minnesota.
Guess they have their eye on him too.
That coach should be an upgrade this year to the dumpster fire of a coach that they had last year, Freddie Kitchens. But yeah, as of right now, we are going to pick up Blake Jarwin. If not Blake Jarwin, then we're picking up Dallas Goedert just for the floor. And you know what? In the case that Zach Ertz does get hurt, Goddard would automatically be like a top 5, top 8 tight end. So he is not a bad plan B here. And then we'll have one more bench spot to go. We might just want to grab our preferred defense, which would be the Colts, at least right now. And let's see what kickers we have available. Still have Jake Elliott, who we like. Young-Hoo Koo is my guy. I always draft him. Mason Crosby, just because of the Green Bay connection. And let's take a peek. I think we could still grab Alan Lazard too. Yeah, Alan Lazard is still on the board here. Let's take a peek at our running backs. Devin Ozigbo, we could grab.
Guess they had their eye on him too.
Grab Blake Jarwin. We'll grab Blake Jarwin as our second tight end. And either Devin Ozigbo, Alan Lazard. Do we want Alan Lazard? Devin Ozigbo. Would be another. This stuff. We could take a
Guess
lot.
they had their eye on him too.
In Benny Snell as well. And even at the end of the draft, I'm having tough decisions here. Alan Lazard, where's Alan Lazard in our rankings? Alan Lazard, where are you? Okay, he's pretty far down there. Is N'Keal Harry still around? Yeah, N'Keal Harry is still here too. So where's N'Keal? Wow, N'Keal Harry is lower than Alan Lazard. Interesting. Oh wow, somebody picked up the Colts. Oh, that makes me sad. So it looks like we'll be picking between the Chargers and the Eagles here. Because yeah, the Eagles, I believe, are playing Washington, the Washington football team, formerly known as the offensive name that we will not say. And I believe the Chargers are playing the Bengals, who were the worst team last year, but by most reports and most analysts, they should have a little bit of a bounce back year. They probably will not be the worst team of this year, and they do have a lot of weapons. If AJ Green could AJ Green can stay healthy, and they do have an upgrade at quarterback with Joe Burrow, the rookie Joe Burrow. No, I think I'm gonna grab Devin Ozigbo here.
Guess they had their eye on him too.
Grabbing all the quarterbacks that I liked, everyone pretty much grabbed. Gardner Minshew is a good nice shot in the dark. Speaking of which, speaking of Joe Burrow, we could grab Joe Burrow here as well. He has the opportunity to be really good, and I believe Andy Holloway of the Fantasy Footballers has a really high opinion of him as well. Yeah, let's go and let's grab Devin Ozigbo. Ozigbo, I'm sorry. I thought that was a Q. Ozigbo.
Guess they had their eye on him
too. And then all we have to fill up is our defense and our kicker. So let's go ahead and do a rundown of our squad here. Pretty much, yeah, our squad for our first. I can't think anymore. Jeez, I can't speak anymore. This has been a very long broadcast, a very long video for YouTube. But so this is going to be our team for our first draft. First draft of the season. Oh man, Sony took the Chargers. No. Okay, so we really have to make sure that yeah, the Eagles are pretty much it. I'm so surprised that somebody actually picked the Chargers. Normally the Chargers and the Eagles are just left for dead, like at the end of drafts. But anyways, now that we're reaching the conclusion of my first real draft of the 2020 NFL season, let's go ahead and go through my roster here. We have Drew Brees, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Kenyon Drake, AJ Brown, Kenny Golladay, DJ Chark, Mike Gesicki, Eagles, DST, Mason Crosby. With our bench, Antonio Gibson, Zach Moss, Jamison Crowder, Chase Edmonds, Damian Harris, Blake Jarwin, and Devin Ozigbo. I feel good about this team actually. I feel all right. You know, we have a solid. Our first two picks are pretty solid. Hopefully Kenyon Drake will hold up, and if he doesn't hold up, we do have his handcuff here, so hopefully they hold up. AJ Brown, I think, is a fantastic wide receiver too. Kenny Galladay is a very decent starting or number 1 wide receiver. DJ Chark has the opportunity to. I wouldn't be surprised if he ended up being a top 10 wide receiver this year. Knock on wood, that nothing happens. Mike Gesicki has the opportunity to be a top 10 guy, and he is actually ranked number 8 in our rankings, I believe. Let me double check that again. Yeah, excuse me, number 8. So Mike Gesicki has a chance to be really good, and if not, we do have our backup in Blake Jarwin, who is a breakout candidate. Looking at our bench, though, it's Antonio Gibson. He is the new hotness, so he is going to be the starting running back for that, admittedly bad offense, but we'll see how it goes. He can catch passes, though, so if he could run and catch passes, that he's a double threat. So there's the upside there. And then Zach Moss as well, potentially the better running back in that committee. Jamison Crowder is steady Eddie. He will get the targets in that squad. He is the number 1 target for Sam Darnold as well. So, and then Damian Harris and Devine Ezigbo as shots in the dark. So yeah, this has been the longest video I've ever recorded in my entire life. But you know what? For those of you who stuck with me here, thanks again for watching another episode of Vin Plays Fantasy Football, and I'll see you next time.